Hey! Obviously, Noel Gallagher I want to talk about here. Let me explain. Noel Gallagher, from Oasis fame, and Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds, is a certified guitar living legend, okay? And an absolute guitar hero of mine personally. Now let me explain. I know everyone's going to be going like, "Whoa, what the hell are you, Andy Timmons, Steve Vai, John Petrucci, Noel Gallagher?" And I'm like, yes, absolutely Noel Gallagher. Now, I used to be a totally ignorant idiot as a teenager, and at the time, I've mentioned it before, I apologise for going over it, some of you might not have seen those, but when I was like in my late teens and really getting into the guitar, and I was massively the Joe Satriani fan, the biggest thing at the time was Oasis. And I used to just resent it because I was learning all about, modes and technique and stuff. And then you'd just have what I saw as Noel Gallagher doing very, basic pentatonic stuff. And I'd be like, God, awful. And I look back and think, what a moron, because I've totally changed my mind now. I'm absolutely the biggest fan of Noel Gallagher. And let me explain. Oasis, they're brilliant. They're reforming. Obviously, they had a lot of what's the word? They had a lot of controversy, darling. And you've got the whole thing about Liam Gallagher. All right, what you looking at? Who's a great? I'm not very good at the Manchester accent. I'm more of the Scouse, like, do you know what I mean? But the Manx, all right, buzzing, mate. All those guys. Liverpool, Manchester. We didn't used to get on. Anyway, however, what I want to talk about is the fact that the music that a lot of you probably be like, I don't like all that. It is actually legendary stuff. And the biggest lesson I've learned, and I've applied later on in life, is when you get someone like Noel, who he'll admit, he's not like a musical theory scholar, yet he's just written like anthems that speak to millions of people. And I've seen it stadium level. And it's the best thing in the world to play the simplest chords and you have a reaction from everyone where you're actually lifting up and making a difference in their life, And that's the thing, like let's disregard the fact that I hated it all back in the day. The fact is, the first thing we heard from them was the rock and roll star, wasn't it? And it's just even that. It's hard to play it all because he was never afraid of having walls and distortion with big open chords. And I'm a big fan of that. I can't play it at the same time. And then you got I live my life in the city. Oh, just listen to those chords out. And then you've got and the rock and roll. It is brilliant. I don't care who you are. I get just excited with playing the simplest of massive chords as I do going. Just playing those chords has an effect, man, totally. And this is the other thing turn that off. This is the important thing, is it's to do with context as well, because I used to hate it. But you take like one of their biggest songs. And then you had the, what is it? Very Beatles-esque, But that whole solo. I used to just be like, oh, God. But if you think about it, it just, for the context of that song, it wouldn't sound right. if like, you know, John Petrucci was playing it or Zach Wow was playing it, you know, and you know, you imagine. I don't know, maybe that would be better. That sounded pretty good. Oh, Jesus, that's totally not my point. It wouldn't fit. It would not fit if you've got those chords. And then here you've got some like Ingve stuff going on. It wouldn't work, you know? And that's the thing, is he played for the song and did so many epic songs with very basic framework. And that's the thing. I've got to admit, especially when I got very into the theoretical side of things and constructive, you know, the emotive, you know, all the modal stuff and all that, and then you can end up opening all these doors, and behind every door there's another 10 doors, and then it just opens up and all this stuff falls all over you like that. Whereas he didn't care. He'd sit there with a few chords and write a hit anthem for like the royal family. Remember that? Not the actual royal family, the TV show. So I say, same chords. Half the world. And then you've got. Anthemic song with the same chords. Another thing he did, oh god, it's brilliant, is no one, again, this is the thing, everyone remember, I've got the old capo here, or is it capo? Depends on how posh you are. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows Wonderwall, but what you don't realise is on the next album they did, the first song, I'm sure it was Be Here Now. Do you know what I mean? That's it, on the one with the Rolls Royce in the pool, the next album. And again, I loved it, the first song where you've got that wow. And it is the same chords. It's Wonderwall. He just throws in an E major at one point. See that? I have just as much fun playing that as I do anything. Anything is brilliant, and again, having the audience, you know, sing along and stuff like that, it is the most epic thing ever. So again, like I said, I'm totally have a different opinion now. I look back and I think I'm envious of what he's achieved, totally, but yet such respect. And in all honesty, I'd love if I know they're doing a reunion. I don't think I'd fit though. I don't think I have the right image. If I could play rhythm for Oasis, you know, I really would. I absolutely would. I have no problem with any of that. It's epic stuff. Anyway, so there you go. That's one of my last heroes. Slightly unorthodox one, but it is Noel Gallagher, the absolute guitar legend. Now, all dig out your Oasis albums. What's the story, Morning Glory, mate? And then Definitely, maybe, Be Here Now. They're all brilliant. And the one with turn up the sun. I forget that one. It's like black and white. It's got a load of houses on it. It's got Lila on it. Again, brilliant stuff. Crank it. And their live album, live at Nebworth, and it had Gas Panic on it, and I love that song. Again, it's only a couple of chords. So again, this is the thing. It goes back to my uncle. Do you remember I told you about my uncle Albie Bate? He only knows a few chords. He's one of the happiest musicians I've ever met. I know loads of chords, and I'm absolutely miserable. Anyway, on that note, thank you very much for watching. And let's all bow down to the absolute legend that is Noel Gallagher.